tonight, let this story fill you with peace and warmth. Buttercup and Bellflower's Nature Adventure. This story is about Buttercup, a curious young girl, and Bellflower, a kind witch who explore the wonders of nature together. In a quaint village nestled among rolling hills and blooming fields, there lived a young girl named Buttercup. Buttercup had eyes that sparkled with curiosity and a heart that beat to the rhythm of nature. Day as the sun rose, she would venture into the vast fields that surrounded her home, eager to uncover the mysteries hidden in the rustling leaves and chirping birds. One bright morning, as she wandered through a meadow filled with dancing daisies, Buttercup spotted a figure moving gracefully among the flowers, a kin witch named Bellflower. Bellflower had a gentle demeanor, her hair the color of the midnight sky, and eyes that shimmered like the stars. Unlike the stories Buttercup had heard about witches, Bellflower emanated kindness and warmth, drawing Buttercup toward her with an enchanting aura. Curious and unafraid, Buttercup approached Bellflower, who was tending to a patch of vibrant wildflowers. "Hello there," Bellflower greeted, her voice carrying the delicate notes of a breeze. "I've been watching you as you explore these fields with such wonder." Buttercup smiled, intrigued by Bellflower's presence. "I love how alive everything is here," Buttercup said, her excitement bubbling forth. "Each plant, each creature feels like it has a story to tell." Bellflower nodded, understanding the young girl's deep connection with nature. "Would you like to join me in an adventure to hear those stories?" she asked gently, knowing the magic of the natural world was best shared. Without hesitation, Buttercup agreed, and together, they walked through a tapestry of colors, learning the language of the wind and the melodies of the earth. Bellflower taught Buttercup how to listen to the whispers of the leaves and the tales carried by the streams that trickled over smooth stones. They marveled at the vines climbing toward the sky, carrying with them dreams woven by the sun's golden threads. As they ventured further, Buttercup realized the magic in the world was not found in spells or potions, but in the simple beauty of existing within nature's embrace. Under Bellflower's guidance, Buttercup learned to see the world through new eyes. She discovered hidden groves where the oldest trees shared wisdom with the wind, and glades where fireflies danced like twinkling stars. Bellflower whispered secrets of the earth, how the daisies turned to face the sun, and how the birds sang songs that guided travelers home. Enveloped in nature's symphony, Buttercup felt a profound peace and understanding she had never known. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, Buttercup thanked Bellflower with a heart full of gratitude. "You've taught me to see the world as it truly is, a place of endless wonder," Buttercup said softly. Bellflower smiled softly, knowing they had shared something precious. "And you've reminded me why it is worth protecting," Bellflower responded, her voice honeyed with sincerity. With a gentle hug, they parted ways, promising to meet again beneath the starlit sky. Buttercup returned home, her soul enriched by the day's adventures, carrying with her stories whispered by nature itself. And each night thereafter, Buttercup would look up to the stars and feel connected to every living thing, knowing Bellflower was somewhere among those same stars, watching over the world with kindness. Now, let's move softly into our next tale. Daisy and Camellia, a forest tale. This story is about Daisy discovering the magic of the forest with the fairy Camellia, and becoming a guardian of nature. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village nestled at the edge of an enchanting forest, there lived a little girl named Daisy. Daisy loved everything about her village, but her curiosity was always drawn to the mysterious forest, with its towering trees and vibrant foliage. Every evening, Daisy would sit at the edge of the forest, her eyes wide with wonder, hoping to glimpse the magic she believed was hidden within. One such evening, as the sky burst into shades of pink and orange, Daisy noticed a soft, shimmering light dancing among the shadows. Intrigued, she took a few cautious steps into the forest. The air felt cool and refreshing, with the scent of pine and fresh air. Suddenly, from behind an oak tree, appeared Camellia, a tiny fairy glowing like a star. Camellia was adorned in a dress made of dew and petals, and her wings glimmered like sunlight on water. "Hello, Daisy," said Camellia in a voice as light as a breeze. "I've been waiting for you." Daisy was astonished and delighted, her heart brimming with excitement. "Who are you?" she asked, her voice a soft whisper. Camellia laughed, a sound like tinkling bells. "I am a guardian of this forest, and I felt your kind heart longing to know our secrets." Daisy and Camellia walked deeper into the forest, the fairy showing her secrets that only the forest knew. They saw streams that sang as they moved, flowers that whispered stories, and ancient trees that spoke in the language of rustling leaves. Daisy discovered a hidden world, vibrant and full of life. As they explored, Camellia taught Daisy to listen and see the wonders that the forest held. "Always cherish and protect this beauty," Camellia advised gently, knowing the girl's love for nature. As night fell, Daisy could feel the forest breathing, living, and she understood the harmony among all creatures. Camellia gave Daisy a dewdrop pendant, shimmering with colors of the forest, as a token of their friendship. "This will remind you of the magic you found today," she said. As Daisy returned to her village, she promised to protect the forest and share her magical adventure with others. From that day on, Daisy became a guardian just like Camellia, cherishing the forest and its wonders forever. Now another story to carry you further. Crocus and the Promise to Zinnia. This story is about a young human named Crocus and his friendship with a phoenix named Zinnia that transcends time and fear through promises. In a world where magic danced through the breeze and stars whispered ancient secrets, lived a young human named Crocus, his heart filled with dreams as vibrant as the wildflowers in spring. Despite the serenity of his village nestled in the lush valleys, Crocus yearned for adventure. His closest companion was a majestic phoenix named Zinnia, whose fiery plumage lit up the skies like a comet. Zinnia was not just a mythical bird. She understood the language of joy and sorrow, often spending hours recounting tales of distant lands and times past, while Crocus listened with wide-eyed wonder. As the seasons turned, Crocus noticed Zinnia's flames growing dimmer, the vibrant red turning to a soft amber hue. Zinnia, wise and ancient, knew her end was near, but her spirit remained unbroken. "Crocus," she said one twilight, under a sky painted with crimson and gold, "promise me that you will never let your heart be locked in fear. Dare to chase the dreams that quiver in your chest with each sunrise." Crocus listened intently, understanding the depth of her request, shaping it into a solemn vow. "I promise, Zinnia. I shall carry your fire in my soul, always seeking the horizon," he declared, his voice steady despite the sorrow swelling within. As Zinnia's flames faded further, an urgent desire grew within Crocus to seek the wolf through her tales, to honor the bond they shared. Carefully preserving a feather blazing with her last flame, Crocus ventured beyond the borders he had long known. The path was fraught with challenges. In dense forests softly, rivers rushed with might, and mountains stood as stern guardians. Yet, it was Zinnia's promise that guided him, instilling courage when shadows encroached. He explored lands filled with lavender fields and azure lakes, gathering stories plentiful enough to teach generations. Each discovery reminded him of the promises the shared ambitions and the warmth of a friendship that transitioned into legend. One night, under a star-strewn sky, Crocus felt the presence of Zinnia with him, her spirit encouraging his journey, her light woven into the tapestry of the heavens. In the end, Crocus fulfilled his promise, not just through adventures, but by carrying the essence of Zinnia's fire within his journey, lighting paths for others who dared to dream. The feather remained embedded in his heart as a symbol of a promise long kept, linking their fates beyond the confines of mortal life. Another gentle tale is ready to be shared. Lantana and Silverbell, a tale of harmony. Hope's story is about a young girl named Lantana and her magical friendship with a goldfish named Silverbell as they inspire their village to discover harmony. In a quaint, little village nestled between rolling green hills, there existed a magical pond where the surface shimmered like liquid glass under the gentle kiss of moonlight. Residing in this enchanting pond was a goldfish named Silverbell, with scales that glistened like moonbeams and eyes that sparkled with the wisdom of ages. But in the village, there lived a young girl named Lantana, whose heart was as pure as the first snowflakes upon the winter ground. Every evening, Lantana would visit the pond, bringing crumbs of sweetbread to feed Silverbell, and together they would watch the stars twinkle in the night sky. Lantana had an affinity for nature and believed every creature had a melody that contributed to the harmony of the world. Silverbell, wise and knowing, cherished these moments, swimming in delicate circles, creating gentle ripples that seemed to dance in time with the celestial symphony above. One night as Lantana sat by the pond, her head resting on her knees, she murmured to Silverbell, "I wish the world could find its harmony, just like the symphony of stars and ripples." Silverbell, with a flick of her fan, responded, "Harmony begins from within, Lantana." Just like the beating of a single ripple spreading across the pond. Inspired by Silverbell's words, Lanty slayed her beliefs in harmony with decide and with the villages. She began weaving tapestries composed of vibrant threads that depicted stories of unity, peace, and the symphonic dance between the wind and leaves, the sun and shadows. Soon her creations attracted the villagers' attention. Drawn by the beauty and message, they gathered to admire the tapestries. As they shared their stories and dreams under the moonlight by the pond, the village transformed. No longer was it simply an assembly of homes and streets, but a unison echo of laughter, love, and understanding, as harmony woven by one unfolded into the hearts of many. Then not far from the pond, the Lantana and Silverbell continued their nightly tradition. Surrounded by the melodies of a village united, they understood the true essence of harmony. Silverbell swirled in the rippling water, while Lantana gazed at the stars with a heart full of hope for tomorrow. And so, nestled within the embrace of the hills, the village under the watchful eyes of a gentle moon found its harmonies, just like Lantana and Silverbell, forever intertwined within the tapestry of time. Good night, and may peace fill your night.